Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to All of Us Are Dead. This is season 1, episode 5. Oh, this show. What else do I need to say other than this show? Let's go.
So much anarchy. I can't believe he made it to the rough, but I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see what happens next.
Yeah, a lot of anarchy, a lot of real sketchy morals, a lot of people
streamers,
upstanding values. But hey, I'm excited to see what this episode brings.
This streamer.
Yeah, I'm real curious in how this whole layout's going to be, and wondering if the detective is going to make it in this episode to see that laptop. If not, just give me pure chaos. Let's go!
Hey, Steve, can I get a water?
Coming right up. Got a fresh pack right down here. Oh, my back.
Uh-oh. Looks like Steve's back just called it quits.
Some help would be good right about now.
Yeah, you're gonna need some help with that, Steve. Your injury could be worth millions. You should consider calling Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm,
with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client.
But Steve's worried. He doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. Worry no more. Morgan & Morgan will fight for every penny you deserve. And guess what? The fee is absolutely free, unless you win. But Steve doesn't want to sue his boss, even though he hasn't gotten his surgery bills covered in the last 6 months. Steve, when you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing the insurance company.
So if you've been a victim in a workplace injury or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you.
Steve did, and now he's back in the game.
Archery team.
Yes!
There we are.
We're alive.
There you go.
The neck.
So yeah, the neck is the key.
The neck.
Dude, by the way, how prepared is the world for anyone who's been watching zombie genre for the last 10 years?
Wow.
Yeah, they should really be in no problems going forward.
Well,
No, don't get me wrong, there's only a handful, but that handful is going to be so prepared.
well, yeah, but now everything we've ever been taught is head trauma. Now we got to go for the neck. Yeah.
It's just anything from the neck above.
What if it's like the left wrist or something?
Well, even in The Walking Dead, even as long as you take out a knee or just take it off from the neck,
You could still get nipped.
you could, but
구할 생각 있었으면 벌써 했겠지.
Just taking hot laps.
근데 구하러
not
온다고
doing
해도 우리가
anything.
첫 번째는 아닐 거야. 우리가 그렇게 중요한 사람들은 아니잖아, 그냥
I wouldn't say that.
학생이잖아.
Look at how many are just wandering the courtyard.
I'd say if I was in that situation, I would feel pretty important.
All right, here we go.
something has to happen. Like, that staircase was full of them.
Yeah. Well, if he turns while he's on the helicopter, attacks the pilot, now we got a helicopter crash, and that brings some interesting excitement.
Elbow pads.
Yeah. Hey, it worked out for him. He was getting knocked.
This dude, he's toast. He got Ninja Walker bit on the ankle. I think he's okay.
Yeah, he's seen what it did to his other guys, so I got to assume he would be smart enough. Oh, I love this view. Just the chaos from topside.
일구로 인해 코스피 코스닥 양대 시장에 사이드카와 서킷 브레이커가
I didn't even think about what it would do to the stock
timing.
market and everything because we're so used to just the whole world being infected.
Stop.
Wow, they won't let people in.
사람은 사람의 모습을, 악마는 악마의 모습으로 종말을 맞이하며.
Oh no!
Oh, the subway.
Yeah, nobody do anything.
너희는 나의 아들이냐 아니면 악마의 아들이냐 묻지 않을 것이냐 의를 행하지 않는 자는
I was
또한
faking
그
it.
형제 자매를 사랑하지 않는 자는
That's
Yeah, you would have that.
People would.
They would do that.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
All of this stuff would happen.
I hope they do get bit now.
You know when people not wanting to take him in?
홍대 전철역 좀비 퍼포먼스로 놀라신 시민 여러분들께 구독자분들께 사과 말씀드립니다. 효산시 사태에 경각심을 주고자 벌린 일인데
No, they got found out.
정말 이렇게 무릎 꿇고 사과할 줄 알았니?
Look at his plaque in the background.
Hey, we got one of
계엄학대를
those.
해서라도 언론 통제를 해야 합니다.
Oh boy.
저 수혁아 뭐야 매주
핸드폰은? 청산이는? 수혁아, 청산이.
Oh yeah.
교무실에서 헤어졌는데 괜찮을 거야. 야 청산이랑? 야 씨발 미안해. 나 혼자 와서.
Sure thing, Shane.
Hey. Yeah, what happens?
Handle for. Oh! Come on! We called it. No, who called it? What? One of us called it that it was.
We said the blunt end.
Yeah.
Or I said blunt.
I thought it was
going to
glute.
get him just in the delt, and he'd be all
Yeah,
right.
I was hoping for a glute, not a lower
Okay,
back
me
or
and
back.
the answer were thinking blunt end.
Yeah, I was thinking like the handle. So somewhat close.
Oh, can somebody just take this guy out already?
He doesn't have his knife.
아니야 나.
Oh!
What the hell?
Jesus, dude.
Oh, karma! Yep. Oh, lunch. Oh, what a cool setting for this chase in this library.
Oh, nice.
Get your feet up!
Like, this dude is that hell bent on getting this guy that he's going to go through all that?
Oh, they're climbing.
Oh,
They're learning.
Great.
They're learning.
Now they're climbing.
Oh, shit!
yes. Right into the light.
This is so wild.
Is this worth it, dude?
그만해라. 핸드폰 내놔. 너 사람 죽였어 살인자 새끼야. 네가 죽이게 만들었잖아.
You made me.
아는 거 보여달라며. 미친 새끼.
Let's keep in mind, by the way, these are high schoolers.
Yeah. Oh, that face plant. He smoked his face on that shelf.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus! Right on
Can't
top
we
of the
work
bookcase.
fucking together?
Bite it! Bite him!
Get him.
Bite him!
Bite the son of a
Give him a kick!
Fight the son of a bitch.
Oh, he's hardcore!
death match. What?
Wow! Love the camera work there. You have to hit him with the
Broham's
phone.
Broham's not thinking about that one yet.
Oh! Oh! Right eye! Oh, is the phone sharp enough to take out an eye? It is now. Yeah! They got him.
Yes!
Finally! They got him. Finally.
Oh, he didn't get.
Oh, come. Wow, there it is. All right.
No, sorry.
Confirmation.
Oh, help you? You wanted to feed me to him 5 seconds
Oh,
ago.
look who just got turned into lunch.
If they could end the episode right now, I'd be good.
We thought he was going to hang out for a while. At least I thought he was going to hang out.
I know this is
further
only
on this
episode
season.
5, right? Yeah, episode 5.
Is he going to be super focused now as a zombie and able to?
Let's see, because we've seen activation with fear and anger,
Yeah.
which is a different take here.
Look, they're not
And
even-
she's still going.
yeah. Despite being bit. Oh man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is so
the
cool.
stuntmen on this one got their money's worth.
Oh,
bad. Duck. Good thing the books buried him.
yeah. Oh no. Well, it's not quite a dumpster, but.
Oh, nice.
Nice John Wick move. Love it. I give it 15 minutes, that window will break.
It's
15 minutes. Bullshit. They'll be through that thing in 2.
Is our villain in white gonna come casually walking up to the door?
I feel like they have something planned for him. Going for the axe?
Nope.
Oh, is John McClane in it?
Oh, nice.
Right.
Is he gonna poke his head back out?
하나 없어. 다 좀비야.
앞에!
아, 씨발. 야, 쏴! 쏴! 아,
That's so interesting.
이동선
man.
찾다 우리가 먼저 뒤지겠다.
Can't you grab the arrows back?
Yeah, take him. I would.
Yeah, because I think she was counting, but it's like, just grab them right out. Well, if you can.
I was just gonna say, pull up.
아,
Oh, just wait.
그러게 내가 나가지 말자고 했잖아. 어? 아, 이 상황에서 동진 찾는 것도 말이 안 되고, 아, 그렇다고 따라 나온 것도 미친 짓이라고. 내가 말해.
누나! 이거 컴퓨터 있어요.
야.
There's worse rooms to be trapped in.
Yeah.
아, 씨.
I'm just curious. Why wouldn't they check? I'll let it go. There's a couple questions with that one.
계엄 사령부는 신속한 조치로 효산시 외곽을 철저히 봉쇄하여 상황이 타 지역으로 확대 전파되는 것을 사전에 통제하였습니다.
Oh, Jesus.
현재 계엄 사령부는 감염자를 확인해 격리 조치하고
Takes one to get outside.
비감염자는 구조하여
7%. That's gone like that.
법과 원칙을 엄격히 적용하여 진행하고 있습니다.
I mean, how many people?
효산 시내 휴대폰, 일반 전화, 인터넷을 포함한 모든 유무선 통신을
Shit.
제한하겠습니다.
From this moment on.
They're trying to block the spread of misinformation, so they're just nobody can even call for help anymore.
Can't communicate.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
전화 인터넷 다 끊었어.
저희 계엄군은 감염 확대를 억제하기 위해 최선의 노력을 다하고 있습니다. 또한 아직 고립되어 있는 시민을 구하는데
Moreover. Oh, here we go. Okay.
있습니다.
Okay, baby's still alive.
There we go.
보고
We
계시는
were wondering.
Oh, they came back to her.
희망을 가지고 구조를 기다려 주시기 바랍니다.
No service.
How about you turn the screen off and
Put it in your
let's...
pocket.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know that he can't get anything out.
Well, I'm just saying for battery life. I mean, that thing's going to start going.
6%.
Well, you'd think maybe when he got back to the room, there's some sort of charger in there somewhere. Some sort of charger. I'm being optimistic.
Went through all that, and now it's not even working.
That's quite the mission for a dead phone.
Well, you don't know until you try, so...
There it is.
True.
원조랑 청산이 겁나 친한데 둘이 사귀잖아. 원조는 아니라던데. 아닌 게 아니라니까.
정산이 괜찮을 거야. 이게 엄청 빠르잖아.
We saw that.
어렸을 때부터 한 번도 내가 하자는 대로 한 적이 없어. 나가서 말랬더니 결국 나가서.
내가 데려왔어야 되는데.
정산이 어디 있을까?
어디 잘 숨어 있을 거야.
More hot laps and not rescuing us.
우리라도 청산이 찾아야지. 지금 우리 말고는 우리 찾아줄 사람 아무도 없잖아.
Going out looking for
드론
Sophia.
있으면 좋을 것 같아.
Risks.
평사이도 찾아보고 밖에 어떤지 살펴볼 수도 있으니까.
Drone would be awesome to have, yeah.
나 소방학교 체험도 했고 밧줄도 타봤어.
아니야, 내가 갈게.
넌 교무실도 갔다 왔잖아. 너만 계속 위험하게 그러는 게 어딨어.
드론 조립하다 만 거라 부품 몇.
Of course.
어차피 내가 가야 돼. 본저랑 갔다 올게.
아니야.
The big dog.
이번엔 진짜 내가 간다.
넌 안 돼. 뒷몸 무슨.
Jesus.
괜찮았는데 내가 다시 타고 올라가면 끊어지지.
그렇지.
끊어져.
그렇지. 철대로이야.
준영아, 같이 가자.
내가 갈게.
Oh, dude just cut himself?
고마워. 근데 나도 너 위험한 데 가는 거 싫어.
간다.
By the way, that's a fire hose that they used.
That's a pretty strong material, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but my worry is what it's attached to. It looked like it was loose when they were climbing down.
Coming down.
Especially when they had 2 people and a zombie on it.
Well, there's about to be 2 people on it.
조심해요, 은주야.
Yeah, but also a zombie though too.
갔다 와. 여기서 보고 있을게.
Could we also knock the rest of that glass out of the window?
Yeah, that'd be
Been
smart.
sitting there the whole time. They can't get something to break it out.
Okay, I
Well,
realize.
they're kids, so they're not really thinking about it either. So, name one time these kids been in this situation, Quinn.
Well, they know about zombies.
진짜
Well, they have
밖에는
the window wide
괜찮을까?
open next to it, so.
괜찮겠지. 네 말대로 군인도 있고 경찰도 있는데. 아빠 공장이랑 엄마 순댓국집 가고 싶다.
Huh? It's probably not existing anymore.
죽 냄새, 순대 냄새 질색하는 게. 몰라. 갑자기 엄마 순댓국 먹고 싶어.
Yep.
저거 아래
Is
키가
this
있을
our
것 같아.
vlogger guy?
No.
No.
없을 것 같아.
Or detective,
the
in
detective.
his lackey. Detective in his red shirt.
때리는 게 낫지 않겠습니까? 야, 학교 노트북에 해결 방법이 있다잖아. 그럼 최대한 빨리 이걸 재난본부 가서 알려줘야지, 안 그래?
That's how the kids are getting saved, is by this dude.
그럼 우리가 사는 게 먼저 아닙니까? 이 새끼가 오늘따라 왜 자꾸 사회 지도층 흉내를 내지? 네가 뭐 서울대야?
Yeah.
왜? 너 진짜 서울대 나왔어? 아니야, 아직 졸업 안 했어요. 복학해야 돼. 사수? 오수? 아, 육수. 현역인데요? 아유, 야, 너 공부하느라 많이 힘들었구나.
But he's trying to rip on him, but he can.
Your face says it all, he says.
가니까 한 번만 말한다. 입 다물고 조용히 따라.
Dude!
This music. Oh, I like the way the camera's shaking. It's a pretty cool effect.
Oh, pinning his head like that?
Oh, they're speeding it up.
What is this, Benny Hill? This is great.
They gonna meet the baby?
Yep.
Oh, they are.
2 men and a baby.
Oh, boy. Can't believe that ribbon's holding.
I know.
You're really gonna trust that?
아니 학생이면 학교에 있어야지 왜 동백집에 왜 저기
왜 또?
저기
Oh, boy. Here we go.
뭐야 저거?
We need to get that baby some baby nourishment, baby powder, whatever. We need something for that baby.
Well, we've got some chicken here.
괜찮아요? 애기 그
야.
좀비 아니에요?
아니야, 살아있어.
Oh.
야, 냉장고라 좀 뒤져봐라. 우유 같은 거라도 있나?
왜요? 뭐 드시게요?
애기 뭐라도 좀 먹여야지. 지금도 탈진한 것 같은데.
우유 없으면 어떡해요?
냉장고부터 일단 뒤져보라고. 없으면 그때 가서 다시 얘기해도 되지 않을까?
예, 그렇죠. 예. 없으면 우유 말고 다른 거라도 가져와요.
Just check
일단
the
뒤져.
fridge. Just look.
너 뒤져 진짜.
Before I beat you up.
Feels like it got quiet in there.
본부 가야지. 애기는요? 우리 몸도 지키기 힘든데 뭐 데려가게요?
저쪽에 드론이랑 가방 있어.
Oh, no, nope.
Watch out for those.
Oh, we got an ankle bite coming here.
I'm thinking to him. I don't think I'll get her yet.
No. Oh boy.
No!
Oh no! Come on!
Well, they haven't. They
혹시
weren't
그런
really aggressive.
생각해봤어?
Though. Maybe it's okay.
무슨?
The mice. Remember the one in the cage? It was like
I remember clearly.
It was very aggressive.
Yeah.
Who knows if those are?
Oh, let's use every feature on this phone and kill that battery.
6%. He's we know that flashlight.
That drains it real quick.
Oh.
Oh, it's,
What?
why is it twitching?
Whoa, what now?
Gonna have the Addams Family thing.
Yeah, you don't want to come out right there, buddy.
Oh,
What was that?
What was that out the window? Did you guys see that?
I saw that. Yeah.
I just saw movement. I didn't see what it was.
이상이 많이 먹어?
네. 온조, 어떤 게 더 맛있어?
둘 다.
Have to come back to that. Wonder if Mom's still in the field.
이게 나 아니면 이게 나?
Got something to live for, man. You got to keep it together.
Something to live for. Of course he does. He's like 15. He's got his whole life.
Well, seems like he's got a lot of self-doubt in that maintenance shaft.
All right, dude, come on.
There you go. All right, time to run.
Oh, that's close.
Jeez, man.
There you go. Look at parkour.
Nice.
Oh, shit! Right through the door.
Is that our white shirt, dude?
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Now he's back in the classroom. Or one of them.
Oh, he's got a guitar.
은조야 조심해. 천천히.
So is that just a tease then?
Yeah, I guess the mice must have been normal.
They're just trying to mess with us.
I never believe any mice are normal in that
They
situation.
could easily, though, fester their way into the backpack or something, though, too.
야, 돼? 되는 거야? 될 것 같은데?
Oh, let's go in first person with this drone.
Right into the wall.
Yay!
놀래라. 야, 경경이라서 또 개빠르네.
Thought he was gonna smoke the wall and break it.
Yeah.
우리 계획하고 대처하는 게 최고지만 우린 정규 1등도 아니고 너만큼 똑똑하지도 못해. 논리적인 게 인간적인 건 아니잖아. 위기 상황일수록 논리적인 게 좋아. 지금은 논리보다
Yes.
Logical.
희망이 더 필요한
Logical
거
in
아니야?
these situations.
Right now, we need more hope than logic.
야, 해봐 빨리.
간다.
응.
Oh, that's cool.
They're gonna see him in that classroom probably.
And the music room, it looked like.
Yep.
어떡해. 정보 정리됐어.
It's not good news, kids.
이럴 줄 알았으면 괜히 공부했어.
I wouldn't have studied.
난 씨발 진짜 앞으로 절대 공부 안 할 거야.
넌 진지할 땐 좀 진지해져봐.
He's doing the old forearm wraps.
양궁부 훈련장 가면 비상전화기 있어. 수화기 들기만 해도 바로 119로 연결돼.
그래?
No phones.
어차피 화살도 다 거기 있거든. 지금 20발도 안 남아서 학교 빠져나가려면 더 챙겨.
Oh, they gonna load up?
Yeah, well.
야, 그 뭐야? 좀비 나오는 영화 보면은 마트로 간 애들이 제일 잘 먹고 잘 살더라.
Yep.
담배도 있고.
내가 보기에
창문 밑에 바로 쓰레기장이잖아요. 계단 말고 그냥 글로 뛰어내리는 게 나을 것 같은데.
뛰자. 3층에서 떨어지는 게 대학 떨어지는 것보다 아프겠냐?
Oh, third floor?
아이 어른들이 알아서 구하러 오겠지.
여기 있고 싶음 있어.
Oh.
근데 난 어른들 안 믿어.
He always just wants to stay.
Adults.
Yeah, we didn't get more backstory on that.
그냥 존나 내 스타일.
Ooh.
Oh, the bow is nice and stealth.
Oh, that's what they meant by dumpsters. They're gonna jump into an actual dumpster.
야, 뒤에! 비켜.
Oh.
Nice shot.
Oh, here they come. Better hightail it out of there.
You're running.
이거 왜 이렇게 높아, 씨발.
Just tuck and roll.
아이씨, 알았다고. 와, 씨.
Oh, just missed it. The drone.
Of course.
야 이거 화살 아니야?
어디? 이거 맞네 화살. 뭐? 왜?
누나 시합. 누나 시합 나갔는데.
Look at that.
Boom.
Yep.
She was right. He was still alive. She never gave up hope. She wasn't logical. Oh,
Holy shit.
There we go.
저기 어디야?
야 정산아! 여기서 안 들려.
야, 이정산!
안 들린다고. 문제야 됐어. 정산이 있어 문제야. 정산이 있어. 아 어디 가냐고 이 병신아! 안 들린다고 이 대수야. 조용히 좀 하라고 이 가는 개새끼가 진짜로.
Yeah, let's not be screaming.
No.
와, 씨발 좀비 천지다.
Just look at him run. Oh, that's cool that they got him in the background.
일단 밖으로 나가자. 알겠어.
Nice transition.
That's awesome.
Uh-oh.
That must be her parents' car.
한번 볼게.
Oh boy.
Well, you'd rather be 100%.
Yep. Mom and dad. Well, at least she found out because the whole city's just ravaged.
Yeah.
So instead of just constantly wondering.
Yeah, like right now, nobody else even knows what the heck's going on.
Yeah. It absolutely sucks, but at least she knows.
Oh, she.
Oh, there goes the drone. Just another sheet of paper.
Well, let's see where this goes.
Got me a little there with that drone getting smacked. I'm a little on edge over here.
Prison.
Abandoned. Season 3 vibes.
Now we're talking.
Oh, that'd be a good place to hole up. People trying to get in the prison?
They're probably bringing
They're
supplies.
using it.
They're using it already.
Yeah.
It's outside the city. Way outside the city.
All right, here's our crew.
Oh, making them do tests. They're walking right in.
고생들 많아요. 지휘본부가 어디죠?
Nope.
검사가 끝날 때까지 격리하겠습니다.
아니 지금 사지에서 돌아온 사람은 뭘 또 격리를 해요?
했어요.
That's why.
검사를 안 받겠다는 게 아니잖아요.
통제에 따라주시기 바랍니다.
She's.
전부 검사실을 모셔.
네.
We have rules here.
And you must abide.
Oh, people are just asking about things, trying to cooperate, you know?
No, they got a process, man. They don't have time for that.
콘크리트 바닥에 돗자리 하나 깔고 기다리고 있어요. 국회의원이셔서 최대한 편의를 제공하는 겁니다.
Let's not try to be spoiled here, people.
지금 딸애가 학교에 있는데 더 늦어지면 못 갈지도 몰라요. 구조 요청만 부탁합시다.
지금도 최대한 하고 있어요.
I mean,
여기서 대기하세요.
everybody's got a daughter at a school.
Yeah. Everybody's girlfriend is in there.
Jeez.
Fear Vibes, Season 1. Victor Strand.
Oh, let's see if this guy can control it now, like our girl smashing cell phones.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, he's still talking.
He hasn't fully transformed.
It's crazy how some just right away they turn.
Well, remember that if they turn, it's because of the fear and anger.
Yeah.
One of the two that's triggering it. But right here, you would think this would be fear because he's
cowering.
He's cowering into a ball. But they're not attacking him because he's infected.
What is going on? It's just about that?
나안 잡아본 게 초비 새끼다.
They can only hear you.
일주일 동안 세로토닌 계열의 호르몬을 혼합해 주사했지만 효과는 없다.
Okay, serotonin.
세포가 학습하며 진화한다고 밖에 설명되지 않는다.
The virus learns.
이 바이러스가 만약 인간의 의식까지 학습한다면 새로운 인류가 탄생할지도 모른다.
Exactly. I don't pretend to be a governor. I'm intrigued.
So, yeah, the virus works with some people in certain ways that it is.
Which would make sense, right? Because it's like anything, medicine, all that. It may work, it may not.
It may work for a while, and then it won't.
Yeah.
No way. Bro just walked away from it.
Now he can freely
do
anything he wants.
Oh, God. No, it's even worse. See, guys, careful what you wish for.
He was made for this world.
Careful what you wish for.
히라미가
I can't believe this. What a villain.
천국이자.
야, 이 정사!
Getting them all riled up. Oh,
wow.
Dude.
What a way to end.
We celebrated way too early. I have questions. First and foremost, I know Diamond Dave's going back to it here to scrub back to it, but
no, because
something fell in that window, and wanted to try to find out what that is. But while he's doing that, I'm just going to give my 2 cents here. What an episode. Our villain was quite literally Oak. He was made for this world, and the virus was made for him. It was just a perfect meeting of fate, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just wild because we've been kind of sprinkling it in here and there about making comparisons, of course, to the world of other zombie shows and movies, and zombies exist in this world, which is of course interesting. However, they don't function exactly the same as most other zombie things, and that's what they're kind of finding out. We're 5 episodes in, and it's only by luck that a few of our crew have been able to take the zombies out, so they're still, of course, very much a threat. And I just love that part of the show about how the zombies continue to be a threat. Look, the fact that they run and move fast certainly helps with that, but so that's what I'm loving about this show, the way it's going. Now, the other thing that I really liked here is, the last couple episodes, we kind of saw how the different groups of our survivors were acting in the various areas that they were in and how they reacted, the roof versus some of the supply rooms, or the lab that we're in here with our main crew flying the drone out. And now we've kind of transitioned from that to people who are getting information. And I liked how we had our government type folks. They're kind of seeing like firsthand how the government is going to deal with things. And I know we were kind of surprised in the episode about how they shut off all communication to stop, fake news from going out and getting people all worked up. And we're of course surprised by that, but I think we do need to remember too, and I kind of caught myself in it, that this is taking place in South Korea, so different cultures do things differently, and that's just kind of a fact of life. That being said, it's wild that there is no information that you can get from anywhere outside of what you can see with your own eyes. And I think the introduction of the drone in here is wild because it gives you the ability to get information safely that I don't think we've really seen in any other zombie movies or shows that I can think of off the top of my head. Obviously maybe there's been some new movies that have come out in the last couple of years that have maybe done it, but to my knowledge, this is the first time I've seen somebody use a drone to gather information in the world of zombies. So I think that's awesome and a great twist, and so many movies would have been so different had they had the ability for drones. Obviously, a lot of our characters are kind of realizing what they're going through. They're talking about our crew in the lab where they flew the drone out of, are talking about, thinking logically, and is anybody going to save them, and what do we need to do? Is somebody going to come save us? Our other guy in the maintenance shaft here, he's kind of remembering everything he lost, and he needs to remember that he's the phone isn't working and nothing's working out for him, but he still has to remember he has to live for something, or at least that's what I got out of it. I took that as he was kind of finding his way there in the maintenance shaft. But yeah, this is a banger episode that's been employing a lot of new technologies that I think are relatively new to the world of zombies. So I love it.
Yeah, it looks like it's one of the zombies just jumped.
Oh, okay.
And then
that's
somehow
hit the
did a
screen.
triple back axle flip and head hit the window.
Real quick, was there one of the Walking Deads that had it from the beginning, or showed like what the early stages of everything?
Yeah, well,
that happened?
They've all kind of showed it in one way or another.
Because what I wanted to see was how was this like containment camp, or how that was structured versus how they had it on Walking Dead.
Well, like, I mean, in most zombie shows, like even in Black Summer, they had quarantine areas that they had to get to, and they used bases of operation that, a lot of them had, testing procedures and things like that.
I like how Black Summer did it, though. In the first episode, they were taking military vehicles to neighborhoods.
Okay. Yeah, just going door to door.
And you had to be in a line to get checked because they weren't allowing any bit people onto the truck to go to a quarantine.
Yeah. Well, because that then defeats the purpose of having it.
Exactly.
Because I wanted to know about that, because I think though an abandoned prison is really smart, because you have a safe way right away with hard to get in, because obviously it's hard to get out. So that way you can have good protection.
It looked like it was on an island too, unless I'm mistaken.
It looked like
that
was one road in to the overhead shot, but. So I thought that was really interesting in that, hey, they even have to wait 12 to 72 hours, which, they get no special treatment. And you saw right off the bat, the only special treatment they got. Yeah, so it looks like one road there and maybe one road over there.
Maybe.
So maybe one road around it, but still, that's a lot of protection right there. So if you can get people there, and then I don't know what they plan on doing, if anything, to take care of the zombies. But wow, I can't believe... Because I wondered that too. Did that happen in Walking Dead or anything like that? With how they cut off all landlines and all phone lines.
Well, we don't want to spoil you too much.
All internet. Yeah, but that they're like, martial law, cut it all off. So that way we get no misinformation. What do you mean misinformation? You have kids.
We saw YouTubers trying to do
that is true.
thing.
Yeah. I mean, and I get it.
A serious situation.
I get it, but at the same time, you could have an actual student who's in dire need to call or use internet to try and get emergency, to at least know that they're okay. That, we'll send someone there to get you to the quarantine zone as soon as possible, so at least you have a chance to survive. And I still can't believe that homeboy...
We got to remember, too,
this is only happening in South Korea right now.
Yeah, so they're going to have different laws and different ways of doing stuff. So.
Yep. Because that's what they showed.
So that's where I found it, interesting that they're doing it, this way, that it was martial law, because I don't know. Well, you won't want to spoil me on Walking Dead, how that goes.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't use Walking Dead as the end all be all in terms of zombies. I'm
using it as a tool to ask you guys about zombie stuff, because that would be the goal. Because obviously I can't go with Zombieland. They did this because they had videos of takeout of the week, so a lot of things. But yeah, this episode is really like emotional, showing him that he still has something to live for. We saw someone hanging out the window. Were they a zombie before that happened or after that happened? You had she noticed her parents' truck. Diamond David just is going to it right now, that because some of them are thinking, all right, maybe, because a lot of them have been thinking hopefully it's just contained to the school. I mean, they know someone went to the hospital, so they're like, oh, well, the adults, they'll take care of it. That's what they're all banking on. So them to see that their parents right there with the drone, to see that their parents are taken out, they're like, that really is dawning on them. They're like, okay, this is not just us. This is going to keep spreading and spreading. So real powerful with that.
Well, yeah, the drone just shows the devastations outside the school.
Yeah, and they got a quick.
They were wondering.
They got a quick view of it, and then they focused in on the truck, and then zombies took over the drone.
Yeah, they gave us a ton of story in this particular episode, and I feel like they gave just the right amount of screen time for each one of the stories they were trying to present, which we've talked about this in other series that we've done. If you're going to run multiple storylines, and obviously this show was kind of your one storyline, but there's so many different groups of people that they're focusing on, and I think they did a really good job of giving us just enough of each one of those groups to keep the story moving along, but have it feel kind of like you're not getting too far away from any one of the characters that you have some investment in. I liked that we had our detective. We saw, he's been really kind of pretty hardcore this entire series as far as questioning the creator of the virus, but we saw him in a real human moment with the baby, just kind of taking a step back from the aggression that we've seen from him up until this point. So that was interesting. We got, again, they've given us teases of people being able to somehow manage the virus. Of course, we saw the dad, where we thought he was done. Then all of a sudden, wait a minute, what's happening here? And now we got our bad guy who, he seems like he's processing it fine. Of course, they teased us, we got a new evolution of humans, which is very interesting, because there are certain viruses and illnesses where certain people can survive them, and in real life and in Hollywood, it's like, well, if you can survive it, you're the key to humanity's future.
Interesting that the two people who we've seen that are sort of immune, if I'm thinking about it right, are of course our villain, and then our girl from before. And did they? I thought they were like opposed to one another.
Well, it's interesting because the villain was obviously he's the worst of the worst as far as humans go, but we don't know what triggers him to act in the way he does. And then of course the girl who had been harassed and was smashing the phone. Obviously she's gone through a lot. So
it's just
and
funny
then then the dad's been able to control it. So it's almost like, okay, if you've gone through some sort of trauma and your brain is wired to be able to process certain things, or you've had experience with that, does that mean that you don't face the same kind of fear that everybody else fears? Because they've given us that. Now our main baddie, the main villain, it's not to say he doesn't have fear, but he seems like, he was so laser focused on getting the phone back that all the other stuff was going on around him. It almost felt like, dude, is this guy not afraid? And then the our girl that had been harassed so terribly, it's like, she just is she really even afraid of the zombies at this point?
She was focused on smashing the phones.
She's more afraid of her image
Yeah.
than the zombies.
Yep.
So it's a very curious storyline. On the other story, they showed people from the city trying to seek refuge elsewhere and them not wanting them in.
Yeah.
Even if it was people who looked like they weren't they weren't bit and they were okay. And of course they really tugged on the heartstrings when they showed, what presumably was a grandfather and his granddaughter, and they're throwing eggs and stuff. And it's like, okay, we can't help them. I mean, even if I get there's a level of caution that you want to have when allowing new people in, considering whatever information they have about, that city might be really dire, but it's hard to watch, and they're saying, no, you stay over there, and then they're throwing eggs and stuff, and the guy's trying to shelter his granddaughter. That was tough to watch. A lot of problem solving that we see with the drone, with people looking for phones, trying to make emergency calls. So I just feel like this is another one of those series where they are running multiple storylines in the bigger picture of doing a very good job of maintaining a level of continuity throughout the course of the show and tying the different storylines in together. And for as entertaining as this is, like having new zombie material, it's also really incredible story writing. So I really enjoyed this episode. There hasn't been an episode I haven't enjoyed, but as the story progresses, I'm becoming more and more impressed with the way they're laying everything out in front of us.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see who was there when he went to go swing the chair, because they did the
underneath the piano.
Yeah,
the piano.
So I can't wait to see that. I am happy that they did bring in the press conference and showing worldwide what's well, not worldwide, but showing a lot of events that are happening. I forgot what it'd be like for the stock market, because right now we're just sectioned in one part of the world.
Yeah.
We're not the whole world like it was Walking Dead or any other film or
like
TV
Dawn of the
I've
Dead,
seen.
where it was all on one day or whatever.
Yeah, we're just, everybody, boom.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool to see that feature, kind of cool to see how the whole news was kind of going and saying what they needed to say regarding the situation here. The YouTubers, that would 100% happen somewhere around the world.
Absolutely would.
100% happen.
And the hodgepodge apology, too.
Mm-hmm. So I'm glad they did touch base on that. I'm really intrigued now with this whole antibodies versus the virus, because right there, it took I don't know how to think about that one, because we're getting shown, at least fear will trigger it a little bit, maybe anger, but right there, he had both. He has anger, he has fear. It didn't trigger anything. So now I'm just wondering, like the dad was saying there, maybe it's learning the human.
Yeah.
And now that he's infected, however the zombies are working now, they just don't have that attraction to him like they clearly saw here. So now he is free to do whatever the hell he wants. Yeah. But I just don't know how long, unless it's just a complete, hey, this is the transition for you, kid. You're good to go now.
Well, if the virus wanted to adapt and the virus wanted to spread, what would it do? It wouldn't just have its host be a mindless thing that just smashes into walls and tries to get things. The virus is going to get a lot farther if it allows the human to be essentially more human and move freely, and then spread the virus even more.
That'd be the worst thing for a virus, if the host was still smart in themselves, but still, obviously, and could still spread it.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued now to see where that's going to go. It was satisfying to see him go, but then after we all kind of like took a chill.
Now he's like invincible.
He is.
Yeah, after we took a chill and realized that, whatever happened to her with the cell phones when she was just kind of sitting there, maybe it'll happen to him. So it's a good way to kind of keep him going to be our villain in the rest of the story, because now we got kind of like a David versus Goliath kind of happening here for the most part. But I assume if you get to his neck, he should be good. I personally would have taken care of the drone a little bit more, but I'm not a kid, and these kids are just going by the seat of their pants right now. So bravo to them to kind of come into a literally a logical state to be like, all right, let's try this and do this. So that way we can kind of clear the emotions so we can think a little bit better.
The post that did fly off, So I'm
Supposed to did
assuming
fly off.
the wind is going to take it to someone or something. Yeah, I mean, come on. It flew, they showed
Somebody's
it
gotta
flying
get it
off for
right.
a reason, right?
Yeah. Well,
I'm intrigued for the next one.
I just hope that our two characters who got bit and are essentially able to deal with it, I hope we see them on like a collision course towards one another so that they can finally have it out.
Squash.
And then our girl can finally get her revenge and take out this asshole.
Hopefully we'll see.
That would be nice. Hey, we're loving this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as we are right now, because we're in the thick of it here in after episode 5. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We will catch you on the next one, pals.